Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ezra D. Suber with the 3F Podcast, Faith, Family, and Fatherhood, teaching families, excuse me, raising families, raising successful families one father at a time. We want to go with part two of something we were talking about, the importance of financial literacy and spreading financial literacy to our families. One of the things that we can do that's really good is hang around people who've done a good job in their own families. I have a friend of mine, he had his son doing family taxes at 14. And it just expanded my vision. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And, to think on that level, I wouldn't have ever thought of that. And then another person had his son writing bills when he was like 8, 9 years old. How can they not be successful? They're being trained in the household. We want to do that. We want to have a successful transfer of wealth in our families, and it starts off in the home. In the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki said that successful financial families talk about money as their children are growing up. It becomes an expectation. They teach a legacy. They teach the importance of being financially literate. They teach the importance of, having a transfer of wealth in the families. And one of the things that I think is also important is to talk about things that we don't want to talk about. Check this out. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or whatever, 40s, you got teenage children or young adult children, here's a powerful question to ask. If I die today, where are the insurance policies? Yeah, go to them right now. Give you $100 if you show me what insurance policies are. That should be something that's already talked about ahead of time. Once again, that's talking about financial literacy. That's being a successful financial family. Instead of the old way was, I ain't gonna tell you what insurance policies are. And then, did mama have some insurance? Did mama have some insurance? And then it's so stressful. You're already going through the stress of a death. But listen, if you're listening to this podcast right now, you should call your children and say, look, if I die tomorrow, where's the insurance policies? Talk to them. Do we have a will? Do we have a will in place? These are the things that keep families from tearing apart. One of the saddest things I've seen is families that tear apart when someone passes away because the planning hasn't been done. We have to change that. We have to change that. And we still have time. We still have time. But that's something I want you to think about also. If something happens to you, do you have people that are prepared? If you were to call your son today, if you were to call your daughter today and say, if I passed away, do you know what to do? Do you know where everything is? When I was in the financial services business, it was a rare family that had their act together like that. I've met some, and it was so great. When I met somebody and I met a family that had their act together, almost all of the time, it was mama, mama that did it. We're talking about this so more of us and men can be part of that too. But most of the time, mama did it. And they said, no, mama had her stuff together. And mama told me where the policies were. And mama told me that the will was right here. Mama told me that da. And then, you know what the greatest thing was? Those people would do the exact same thing for their families. Man, that's how you build a legacy. That's how you build a transfer of wealth. But somebody has to be the person to get it started. Somebody has to be the one. Someone has to be the leader. I'm saying you're the one. If you're watching this, you're the one. But I'm going to close with this, though. I double dog dare you. Call your adult children and say, hey, if something happens to me, do y'all know what to do? Do y'all know what the policies are? Do you have policies? All those things are super important. Just wanted to finish it up with the Financial Legacy series. Let's transfer wealth. Wisdom is the key to everything. Thank you.